If I could go back and tell not pregnant Salisha one thing, well, I would have a lot. I'd have a lot to tell her. But if I was going to tell pre-mom me some advice or just like a note, it would be take advantage of the time that you have right now of being able to get lost in something.
Broadway news that you want to know on the Salisha Show. Starring you and your favorite pros on the Salisha Show. Staying true, going with the flow on the Salisha Show. So come on through, everybody glows on the Salisha Show.
Hello, what's up? What's the dealio, Badelio? What's the 411? It's your host, Salisha Thomas, and this is another episode of The Salisha Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. Thank you for all the love and the support. And listen, I want you to feel seen, so I'm going to just lay it all out there. First of all, thank you to Gotham Network, Gotham Production Studios here in Midtown Manhattan. Love, love, love me some Gotham. And for those of you guys who know me, and even if you don't, I'm a new mom. At the time of this recording, my son, Ajax, is about to turn 7 months old, and I am at the precipice of so many new things. And I think not enough people talk about how you can be overwhelmed and have so much joy at the same time. And that is where I am. I feel like, okay, how do I balance all of these things that I'm trying to do and all of these emotions? Also, let's talk about mom guilt for a second, because I've watched my friends have mom guilt and I didn't really understand. I did not understand fully, and now I do. Let's see, there's working guilt. Like me being here right now, I'm considering this work and I am away from my son. I hope he's not crying the babysitter's head off. Or I hope Andrew was able to get work done while I'm not in the apartment with Ajax right now. There's resting guilt. The times that I need a nap. I need a nap so bad, but it feels wasteful. As if my child is asleep, I'm like, this is my chance to get so many things done. I can't possibly sleep right now. Or if he's awake and needs me. And by needing me, I mean he just wants to be held or needs some eye contact. But I'm like, I'm so sleepy. I feel guilty for resting then. And then not doing enough guilt. Like, have I done enough? So working guilt, resting guilt, not doing enough guilt. Also, can we talk about not having a time block anymore of uninterrupted time? If I could go back and tell not pregnant Salisha one thing, well, I would have a lot. I'd have a lot to tell her. But if I was going to tell pre-mom me some advice or just like a note, it would be take advantage of the time that you have right now of being able to get lost in something for an uninterrupted amount of time. Like during the pandemic, even before I met Andrew, I had nothing but time. I mean, I don't know about you. I was in my apartment for 22 out of the 24 hours a day. I'd go for a 2-hour walk, which was also stressful because I could see people dying in the streets. So I was like, my walk to make me stress-free made me more stressful. Let me go back to my apartment. And when I was there, I wasn't doom scrolling because I'm like, I'm not missing out. I know everybody else is just sitting at home doing what I'm doing. At least my friends were. All of us, we couldn't go back to Broadway. It didn't exist. So I had nothing but time. I was able to sit on the couch and get lost in a book. I was able to take the time to build my sound studio. And then when I did, I could sit in it and be like, what am I doing in here? Twiddling my thumbs. No idea what the end game was. Just knowing that I enjoyed being in there. Literally being in the closet, LOL. And not having any distractions. I left my phone out of the room and I would just play like a kid. Like there's no point to the play. I'm just like, I'm enjoying this, so I'm just going to sit in this feeling of I'm having fun without needing to be productive. And that's so hilarious because look where it's led. Since that, like I can see myself sitting in the closet being like, I don't know what to do. And now I have well over 200 episodes logged. And we're just getting started. What can we do if we put our phones down for a second? And if we give ourselves permission to not be productive, but to instead truly enjoy the moment, and then the next moment, and then the next moment, having no idea if it will lead anywhere at all, but just keep being curious and keep allowing yourselves to follow the breadcrumbs and follow your joy. That's so cool. I'm like, what other parts of my life have I been ignoring? Because I'm like, well, there's no point to that other than when I play music. You guys, I am a musician. I have always been a musician, and I stopped playing. And now, because I'm like, that's not my profession, that's not my career, when I play, I feel like it's going nowhere. But like, what happens? What would happen if I actually just followed those breadcrumbs and I just kept enjoying practicing? Practicing for what? I don't know. I want to take lessons again. But for what? I don't know. Like, do you have something like that in your life where you're like, I can't explain this. I just know that I really like it. It can be coloring. It can be riding your bike. It can be reading novels. Like, it can be anything. What is that for you? Oh, yes. And then also letting things be. Oh, this is hard for me to say out loud. This is really hard for me to say. The idea of letting things be good enough. There's a part of me that has like been a perfectionist, and I've like encouraged that part of me to die for a very long time. I've never like been like, okay, it has to be perfect or else I can't put it out there. I have like been grooming myself to just, as Chris Kremitzos, the creator of Podfest, says, start ugly. Just start your project without having the answers, and you can make it glossy and sparkly later down the road. But start it. Give yourself like something to edit, to correct, to make better, to improve. But just start it. So I've been practicing that skill of starting something. But like, what I have trouble with is letting something just be good enough, and like being like, yep, I'm signing off on that. Sometimes things just have to be good enough. That is so hard for me to say. With that said, the more you up level, the more you work on your craft, the more energy you put into something, there will come a day when your 2 is somebody else's 10, where you half-assing something is somebody else's very full out. That is what happens when you like really go all in, or you lean into your gifts. And it's a gift and a talent. A gift and a talent to me is like, you don't even realize that other people aren't good at it because it just comes so naturally to you. But somebody else has to work at it. Those things, like sometimes it takes a friend or somebody who sees you to call those things out in your life because you're like, oh, that's not hard. Well, actually, it could be hard for somebody else. Smiling at strangers is hard to somebody else. But for me, I'm like, hey, yeah, I mean, I worked at Disneyland for how long? And it's like, it's hard for me to not make eye contact and smile at a stranger on the street. Like, what are your gifts? What are your talents? Lean into those and just take note of the things that you can get away with being good enough and putting it out there, because that is better than you striving for perfection and then it never gets done. Striving for perfection and it stays in your head. The day I gave birth, this is like a little bit of the same subject, but not. The day I gave birth, I was like, well, before I gave birth, I was like, I really want to look good at the hospital. I want to have a cute outfit. I want my curls to be popping, all this stuff. And I went into labor and was like, I was like in the shower. I was like trying to do my curls, and like I feel like the whole time I was in the shower, I was in a full contraction. Like it never went away. I thought the shower would make it better. It never went away. And so I got my hair detangled, and then I put some product on, but I didn't finish it. And I was like, the brush fell out of my hand, and I was like, forget it. Good enough. I went to brush my teeth, and I like brushed half of my teeth, and then the toothbrush fell into the sink, and I was like, good enough. I was going to wear some cute outfit, and I just saw a dress laying on the ground, and I was like, good enough. And I picked it up, put it on. I was like, I have to go to the hospital right now. Right now. I don't know why. I just know that if I don't, I don't know what will happen. So this is good enough. And so that energy of do what you need to do so that you can get to where you need to be. Have the baby of your career, whatever that baby is in your context. So that's what I have for you today of how are we balancing it all? And just like also, you're not alone if you feel guilt in these different areas. You're not alone if you're like, how are we doing this? I would like to encourage you to always prioritize your mental health, whatever that means for you. For many people, that means therapy. I love therapy. Here in New York City, like if you don't have a therapist, it's like, what's wrong with you? It's not like that other places in the country, but I'm like, why not? Like it always is great to have somebody that you can talk to, that you can just feel free to just say what's on your mind with zero judgment. And if you feel judged by your therapist, you need a new one. You need a different one. You need somebody who is a great listener and who sees you. And some people need somebody who will challenge them. Others don't need that. Like you find what works for you. For those of you who are like, well, what else can I do for my mental health? Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Move your body. God, sometimes he will trick my brain when I'm in my way. He will send something to shock me. And I'm laughing because I'll be somewhere and a mouse will run across my foot and I'll be like, ah! I'm sorry if I scared you, but it would scare me. And once I'm scared, I'm like, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, God, I see what you did there. And then whatever I was mad about or ruminating over, it's old news because now I gotta go get this mouse. I gotta get it out of here. I gotta do other things. So there's different tactics. There's different ways to get out of your way, to get out of your own head. And sometimes, honestly, it's a nap. Go take a nap. Journal, meditate, go to therapy, whatever it is for you, prioritize it, find what works for you. And when you're feeling overwhelmed and joyful at the same time, don't feel bad. Be unapologetic about it. Be like, yes, I can absolutely be so in love with this new little human that is my son, my child, and also be overwhelmed at trying to keep him alive and keep my career alive as well. Just because you become a mom does not mean that you were not still a full human being. And don't even get me started on identity. In fact, maybe that'll be the next episode or one of the next episodes that we record about identity and not losing your identity inside of bigger things. So thank you so much for tuning in. And let me hear from you. Go to my website, thesalishashow.com. There's a speak pipe at the bottom. If you have something on your heart that you want to share, I would love to hear it. Or leave a comment on the YouTube. Leave it in the comments. Or on the Instagram at The Salisha Show. You can also find me on Instagram personally at Salisha Thomas. So thank you guys. Thank you, Gotham. I'll see you next time on The Salisha Show.